Good morning and welcome to another episode of SmartFox TV. If you like our shows, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe.
Today's segment will be covering Asian celebrities in history. The first Asian celebrity started off as a spectacle in the States. Conjoined twins Chang and Eng Bunker were originally from a countryside known as Siam, today Thailand, hence the phrase Siamese twins for conjoined twins was born. They immigrated to the US at age 18 and quickly rose to popularity, becoming world famous for being very peculiar. They eventually settled in North Carolina and met their future wives, sisters Sarah and Adelaide Yates, at the wedding of their accountant and manager Charles Harris. The young sisters were so fascinated by the brothers that they eventually married them. Between the two sisters, the Bunker brothers had over 20 children. A number of neighbors heavily disliked the brothers for marrying sisters from a respectable Southern family, but the four of them overcame racism and have over 1,000 descendants today. Kitaro Hayakawa, known professionally as Setsu Hayakawa, was one of the most popular silent film stars in Hollywood from the 1910s through the early 1920s. He was the first Asian actor to be cast in a lead role in both the US and in Europe due to his good looks, but he was often cast as a villain to his own dismay. Surprisingly enough, during a time of anti-Japanese sentiment and laws against mixed races, he still captured the hearts of many American women and was considered one of the handsomest men in Hollywood at the time. Due to rising anti-Japanese feelings, he left Hollywood in 1922 and only came back to making their films in the late 1930s. Despite the racism around him, he was successful and famous enough that he was able to run his own production company and also shoot movies. He retired from acting in 1966 and passed away in 1973 in Tokyo. Although many of his films have been lost to history, his later films have been preserved and he has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame for his contributions. Anna May Wong is considered the first Chinese-American Hollywood star and the first Chinese-American world-famous star. She worked on various media including silent films, talkies or sound films, and TV. Ever the fashionista, she was one of the first women to embrace the flapper style and was voted the world's best-dressed woman in 1934. Throughout the 1920s and 1930s, she was known for her fashion-forward appearance. Like her contemporary Setsu Hayakawa, she also faced racism and stereotypical Asian roles in Hollywood, leading to her departure from Hollywood to work in Europe for a period of time. She would juggle acting gigs in the US and Europe for a number of years. However, Wong's biggest career disappointment was losing the role of Olan, who was supposed to be a Chinese character in the movie The Good Earth, to white actress Louise Rayner, who later played the character in Yellowface opposite another actor who also played his character in Yellowface. She would later refuse roles that further stereotyped Asians, but unfortunately people would remember her for her stereotypical roles decades after her death. It was only about 100 years after her birth that she would be remembered as a true pioneer of Asian American acting. We hope you enjoyed today's segment.
Welcome to Cartoon Trivia. In Ben 10, how does Ben receive his powers? Was it from the sky, passed on by a stranger walking by, or was he born with it? Be back with the answer.
Hey everyone, this is Kim and thanks for joining me for the current news. Due to the high number of COVID-19 cases worldwide, severe oxygen shortages are threatening the total collapse of health systems, as The Guardian reports. The most at-risk countries around the world right now, which is about 19, includes Argentina, Iran, Philippines, Nepal, India, Pakistan, Malaysia, Costa Rica, Ecuador, and South Africa, as only 20% of most of these populations have been fully vaccinated. People magazine reports that the Comedy Wildlife Photography Awards are coming again this year for 2021. They are accepting entries until June 30th, and as you can see here, these are some of their favorites. This one in particular is my favorite. I just think he looks so cute and funny. This is Kim, and thanks for joining me for the current news.
Ben 10 receives his powers from the sky. On a camping trip, an object came from the sky, obtaining a watch that fell in Ben's hands, giving him the power to turn into 10 different aliens. Thanks for playing Cartoon Trivia.
This is Kim.
This is Tracy.
Hi, this is Sally.
And thanks for watching SmartFox TV.
Stay foxy.